Oh yeah, we're live. We're live. Finally made it live today. Oh boy. I tell you what, this is Mike from Mike's Magic Auto Detailing and Paint Enhancement here in Sharpsburg, Georgia. Nice, sunny, very, very warm day. That's all right. I have an air conditioner in my garage. Not for me, but the products and the pads and all that work better when it's not real hot or real cold, and you kind of keep the humidity just right. Hey, 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 hey. Alrighty then. I appreciate everybody. Kind of wasting time here a little bit, waiting to see if somebody will jump on here. Maybe they'll be here in a minute. Some of you seen this before. Mike sitting at his... Uh-oh. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, boy. There we go. Pushed the wrong button. You didn't want to see that, I guarantee you. But those of you who hadn't seen this site before, wondering, what's Mike doing sitting there looking at his laptop? Well, what I'm looking at is some photographs I took of the hood on that Camaro this morning. And you can pretty well see, I forget what part of the hood that was, but there's some scratching there, a lot of scratching there. Here, and some kind of defect in the paint right there. See if y'all can see that a little bit better. Oh boy. All day long on the hood, folks, all day long. There's some more scratching. You can see it there. That another shot of that defect, some scratching and stuff up there. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we are. Look at that scratching over there, would you? Can you guys see that? And defects embedded into the clear coat. Stuff embedded into the clear coat. There's my little piece of tape going down the middle of the hood there. There we go, another part of the hood. You can see some scratching right there. Oh my goodness, yep. Oh, there's another part. You can see the scratching down there and the micro marring that's in the paint. The paint was full of it, folks. You can see some little bit of a defect right in there. Maybe a little orange peel or something. I can't really tell what it is. I don't know, but you can plainly see it there. My goodness, we had a long scratch started right there. Y'all can see that. I think there's a scratch and it ran all the way down through here, all the way down, pretty deep, and some etching right there. Man, oh yeah, you can see it pretty good there, I think, guys. Some scratching there, scratching all up in here. Wow. Oh, there's some more. That's a good shot of some of, I don't know if y'all can see that really good, but see all that micro marring in the paint there? I'm not sure what caused it. Probably somebody washing improperly. There's a heavy scuff mark or something scratching right there. This whole paint was full of that kind of stuff. Oh man, so what I did, I finally settled, I told y'all in an earlier video, on some compound, some Coach heavy cut compound. Finally settled on a hybrid wool pad, and then we had the soft black finishing pad and some fine finishing polish. Oh boy, which I used a different buffer for that. And you say to me, hey, that's okay and fine, Mike, but what does it look like now? Well, hey, let's go out there and see. Let's go see. Let's go see. Let's go see. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Oh my goodness, folks. Whew. All day long on this hood. Man, as I was telling you, I'd used the Coach Kimmy Final Polish. I showed you guys that earlier today. Hey, Arnold. A heavy cut compound. I've put that buffer and those pads away. And then the final polish, I used this polisher here. It's a long throw, 15 millimeter throw, Max Shine Pro with the soft, real soft black Lake Country polishing pad. Yeah, Mike, we know all that. We know all that. If you've been watching, you know all that. If you haven't, go back, Arnold, and watch some of the previous videos and look at the photographs I've showed at the initial part of this. Well, the good news is after a full day of working on this hood, and I'm about to call it a day, as you can plainly see, I think I'd say 98% of all that stuff is now gone out of this hood. This was where we had some big problems, right in this area here. And it came out even way better than I had hoped. I mean, you can basically see nothing there. There's like a little dimple in the paint over here. Nothing I can do about that. All that part came out nice. And this is just naked paint now. Arnold has nothing on it whatsoever. Later it will get a sealant. But we had some bad scratching right in here, and if you get right down, you can still see a little ridge in the clear coat, but it's way too deep to go after. But you really have to look. Out in the direct sunlight, you could probably see it relatively easy, but all that paint defect stuff is mostly gone. We had a bad paint defect here. I showed you guys in one of those earlier videos. It is still there. I knew it wasn't going away, but it's extremely difficult to see it now. Not sure what caused that. But here we go, the rest of the hood. I'm telling you what, Arnold, telling you what. But a multi-step process today. As I said, Arnold, all day long just on the hood. I haven't even got to this part or the top parts of the fenders yet, just this. Now, when I do get started on the rest of the car, what I'll probably do is go ahead and compound everything and then go back and do the polishing. I just wanted to do this way because I wanted to see how it was turning out. This whole hood was basically an experimental test panel. I did the small test panel earlier, but I wanted to see how the entire hood would come out down to the final polish, and it turned out mighty fine. You guys remember there was some deep scratching in there, and the whole hood was micro marred. 99% plus of the micro marring is gone, and I'd say 95 plus of the deeper scratching is gone. Arnold, most likely caused by improper washing methods. That would be my guess. Love marks, we call them. And then sometimes your wash mitt or whatever it is you're using, whichever you're doing, you get a little bit of grit or particulate under it or in it. You rub it across the paint, and that's where the deeper scratches come from. Most of the time, the scratches like we had on this car. Of course, lots of other things cause all different kinds of different scratches, but I am pleased with the way this hood come out. It is just a time-consuming, meticulous, step-by-step process. And like I said, the hood's now been paint prepped, which means any protection that those products left behind, and they all leave behind just a little bit of protection, all that has been cleaned off because they all have a little bit of filler in them. I wanted to see exactly what the clear coat looked like naked as we say. I did not want to see what it looked like with fillers in it. So the scratches that are gone now are gone forever. They are completely gone. They are not covered up. They are not filled in. Now, that doesn't mean somebody might not scratch it again. But for now, they are gone. Well, I see by the old clocks that it's a quitting time, and this is a good place to quit. I will come back tomorrow, and I'll probably start on the roof, doing all that compounding, and then compound the entire rest of the car, and then go back and do the final polishing, compounding and polishing it, all these little spaces here, everything. And then after I'm finished with all the polishing, I will go back, polish the glass, polish all this metal trim. I keep wanting to call it chrome, but it's not chrome. It's aluminum. And I believe, if my memory serves me right, Arnold, for those of us who worked at Bonnell, I believe this is called a T-Bright trim. T-Bright finish. You can polish it up some, but you can polish it up really good if you take it off of the car, but I'm not doing that. That's not part of this budget, so we're not going to be doing that. But yeah, this looks pretty good, but we'll take a closer look at that roof in the morning, and I'll highlight some of the defects that are in there. I mean, even from here I can see scratching right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, I think that's showing up pretty good. Typical of this whole hood. So anyway, I'm hoping the roof turns out, I said hood again, didn't I? I'm hoping the roof turns out as good as the hood did, which I'm certain that it will, because I've got the combination down. And all these horizontal surfaces are more difficult because they get hammered worse. Man, I can't, this is going to all be a pain back here, you know, covering all this up, all these little cracks. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Spoiler there, that might present a little bit of a dilemma. And then these vertical panels will probably be much simpler to do and much quicker for obvious reasons. They don't get hammered by the sun and stuff. Oh, you know, everything it hits on pretty much just runs off when it gets wet. But anyway, we'll get started, and oh man, all this stuff up front will be done. Gonna be kind of a pain. And like I told you guys the other day, there's a, you know, the sheet metal, these panels roll up under. So I strip washed them and all that, but I'm probably going to have to lay on the ground to get that part up under there, Arnold, and that trim, that chrome trim down there. I'll have to lay flat on the ground. I may put it up on some ramps. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. Because this thing sits pretty low, pretty low. So sometimes you just have to do that. And I've got a creeper over there, a mechanic's creeper. Sometimes I'll lay on when I've got to slide back and forth and get up under. Still, just time consuming. And I'll be retaping all this. I took the tape off earlier because now it has to be repositioned back towards this way so that I can get this part. I left this piece on because it's fine. And sometimes you can just reposition the tape, but I hammered this tape pretty good, so I just took it off. I'll have to put this back on, you know, reposition it back towards here, all that kind of stuff. So it'll be another long day tomorrow. Anyway, I appreciate you, Mr. Arnold. You still out in Texas there, or are you off somewhere visiting, or what? If you got any questions or comments, you know, just shoot them at me. Shoot them at me. If you want to PM me a question about something I used, how I did it, what equipment I used, that kind of stuff, just shoot it to me. I'll get the answer for you and get it to you. You know, like, tag, subscribe, share, follow, all that stuff, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, whatever. They say that helps me out. But I do these mainly for the owners of the vehicles so that they can keep up with what's going on with their car. All right then. But I appreciate you. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to go in and make me some supper. By the time I get supper made, cleaned up and all that, and showered, and da-da-da-da-da-da, hell, it'll almost be my bedtime. Okay, guys. Thank y'all very much. Bye-bye.